Average Woodsman here, back with another video. So today I kind of wanted Average Woodsman here, back with another video. So today I wanted to go over two of my favorite folding saws. I have always been a folding saw guy. I used to have, well, I still have it, but I used to carry my Baco Laplander. I mean, I probably bought that thing 15, 16 years ago. I still have it. It's in my drawer with all my knives and saws and you know, all my cutting tools, and I still use it every now and then, but generally it's pretty much been retired as of now. And I've really switched over 100% to Silky Saws, and I've been using them for a few years. I have a Pocket Boy, I have a Gom Boy, and I have a Big Boy. I don't use the Pocket Boy too often, every now and then. It's a good saw, but it's not my favorite saw. I'm gonna go over my two favorites that I use all the time, the two that I carry the most with me, and I'm gonna kind of go over some of the specs. I'm not gonna go into like a full review on them necessarily. I kind of want to compare them and just talk about why I personally like them. So let's go ahead and get into the video. All right, so I have both of them here. My Silky Gom Boy I have in this Campcraft outdoors. This is a wax canvas, like a carrying bag for it, and the Gom Boy, or the Big Boy, I have in the case that came with it. So this one's in the case that came with it. As you can see, these are the outdoor editions. They are specifically for processing wood when you're out in the field. I bought this one first, the Gom Boy, because it's more packable, and I spend a lot of time out in the backcountry, in the woods, camping and hiking, fishing, hunting, all those types of things, and it's more lightweight, it's more compact. And for the longest time I didn't even have a case for it. Eventually I bought this one for it, and it goes in my backpack. Probably this is the one I probably use 90% of the time. But with that said, I did buy this one a few months ago, and it's got a lot of use. I've used it a lot. I actually keep this one in my truck for when I'm out because of how good it cuts. It has a long blade. It's like a 14-inch blade, I believe. I really like the design of the actual blade itself, the curvature to it, and the teeth. They cut on the pole, so I mean, they just eat through wood. They eat through wood, and you can really process a lot of firewood. If you're on the trail and there's, you know, a tree is down in the trail or something like that, keeping a saw like this Big Boy in my truck, I can hop out, cut it, get it out of the way within no time, and it's just super convenient to have. It's also pretty packable. I have packed it. It's not ideal. It's not like the Gom Boy here, or even like the Pocket Boy, but it is packable. It's more of like a saw if you have some type of conveyance, like in your truck, if your car or truck camping, maybe in a canoe or an ATV, or even just around camp, if you like a camp wood processing tool. But it is packable, and I have packed it before. One thing I also like about the Silkies is this is a high carbon steel blade. So this could be used in an emergency. If you had to, you could use this to strike with a piece of flint or chert, something like that, on the spine of this. And this spine is sharp, so you could use this also for striking a ferro rod. So that's another thing I really like about the Silky Saws. The locking is excellent on it. The overall build quality is like all the other Silkies I have. And between these two, this one gets carried the most, mainly because of the size and weight of it. But you couldn't go wrong with either one of these. And this one right here is more comparable to like a buck saw. So if you're a buck saw guy and you're thinking about maybe eventually changing over to a folding saw, or maybe trying a folding saw, I would say start out with the Big Boy, because it's going to be similar in size, the blade length, to most buck saw blades. I've made a few buck saws, and I have a couple buck saws. I actually have a tubular buck saw from Baco that works really well, and I have the Agawa Canyon folding buck saw that I've had for years and use a lot. But in all honesty, in 99% of cases, if I wanted a bigger saw that can process wood really fast, I would just choose the big boy because it's so much more convenient to use. It's so much more compact, and that's literally all you have to do, and now you're ready to start cutting wood. So if I had to choose, 9 times out of 10, I'm going to choose a Silky folding saw. And then they obviously make the larger ones like the Katana Boys. I don't personally need a saw that big. I live here in Florida, and most of the wood, you don't even need to really process a lot of it because it doesn't generally get that cold here. We've been getting some nice weather lately, you know, down in the 30s and 40s at night and the 60s and 70s during the day. So I've been using this saw a lot more than I generally do, and I've also been carrying my hatchet with me for processing more wood. But most of the time, I just throw my little gomboy in my bag when I'm out in the woods, when I'm out hiking, when I'm out in the back country, if I'm out camping, doing like an overnight. This is more than enough. This is more than enough to process all the wood you're gonna need 9 times out of 10. But like I said, if I wanted to, I could always throw the big boy. If I'm carrying a larger backpack, if I know I'm gonna encounter some colder weather, or if I know that I'm gonna be processing a lot of firewood, I would carry this. And I generally, and this is just me, I generally carry a folding saw over something like an axe or a hatchet or a machete, larger knives, generally speaking, because of the simple fact that they're more calorie efficient, they're a lot safer, and honestly, you can process wood so quickly with a good Silky saw, even one like a Gomboy, because of how efficient they cut with the teeth design. And if you have something like a big boy or a Katana Boy, I mean, you can buck some firewood quick with these. You can process a lot of firewood, and you won't have any issues having enough to stay warm at night, even on cold night. So that's why I generally carry these, and these are my 2 favorites. Like I said, I have a couple other Silkies, and I have quite a few other saws in my collection, but these 2 get used by far the most. It's not even comparable. All right, guys, so that's pretty much it. I just kind of wanted to do just a quick comparison / just why I like Silky and those 2 particular saws so much, why they're my favorite and why they get used the most. I didn't want to do like a full review because there are so many reviews on Silky saws in general, especially those 2, the Gomboy and the Big Boy. There are so many on YouTube. Just give my general opinion on them compared to the other saws that I've used and owned over the years, and why I carry these ones more than the rest of them. If you guys are interested in supporting the channel, go ahead and go down in the description and follow the affiliate links. It really helps me out a lot. Please remember to like, subscribe, share these videos with your friends and family. Be safe, stay dangerous, and I'll catch you in the next one.